Hey guys, it's me BT from Save Point Gaming, and I'm going to be doing a video today. I'm going to try to keep it short because I don't think anyone wants to see a video of me just talking about video games that's 10 minutes plus. So I try to keep it under 10 minutes for you peeps. So let's get started. This video is going to be about 2013 video game pickups me and Kay have done. The games we've purchased this year so far. So let's get going, shall we? First game is Klonoa for the Nintendo Wii. Kay actually wanted this. I was at work and she texted me. She's like, "Could you get this for me?" And I was like, it's cheap. I'll stop by GameStop and pick it up. And they actually had it. It's pretty good condition for a used game. I got my members discount, so haven't played it, but it looks like your typical platformer, Sonic, Mario type games. So yeah, next one is Super Smash Bros. Brawl. I haven't played this surprisingly, but I'll get to it. Don't worry, I'll get to it. I've played Melee, and they both look pretty much the same. I believe this one has a better campaign, but basically overall they're the same thing. So yeah, Legend of Zelda: Twilight Princess. I know many of you love this game, and I know many of you are fans of the Zelda series. I surprisingly have not played Zelda. I mean, I've played some Zelda on the GameCube. I believe it was the Wind Waker, but I've never got into the series really. So this is my first legitimate Zelda purchase. So I'm gonna see if this could get me into the game series and see what the hype is about. Next one is The Last Story. This I played for about an hour or two, and it's a pretty good game so far. Haven't been into it too much, but so far it's pretty solid. It's actually forgive me, I don't know the guy's name right now, but pretty much the mastermind behind like Final Fantasy VII and all those good Final Fantasies back in the day. He left Square Enix or Squaresoft, whichever you prefer, and he made his own company. I believe it's Mistwalker, and he made a few games, him and his company, and this is one of them, and it seems to be promising so far. I know many of you know this game. Okay, maybe not many, but the ones that do know this game, you guys know that this is a pretty pricey game nowadays. It only came out, I'm not too sure when it came out, a couple years ago, not too sure, but this game goes for about $100 used. That's the average price you can find this. Don't even get me started on new prices, but used it's about $100. If you're lucky, you could get it for 80. Kay, she managed to get it off of Craigslist for about $60, so it's a pretty good deal. We have yet to play this, but we're probably gonna get started on this later tonight. What are your thoughts on this game? Was it really worth that price tag? Alright, that's it for the Nintendo Wii games. You're probably wondering why so many Wii games that have been out for a while now. And simple answer to that is, we just got a Wii. After all these years it's been out, we finally purchased a Wii. And it's not that we're not fans of Nintendo, it's just my family's always owned a Wii, so I never bought one for myself. And Kay's family, they've always owned a Wii, so she never bought one for herself. But now that we live together, we didn't really have a Wii, so we bought our own Wii, and we actually bought it like about a month ago, so now we're buying a bunch of games for the Wii so we could stock up on it. And yeah, we only got it for $50, basically new, so it was a pretty good deal. Came with a few games downloaded on there already, so it was cool. But yeah, next up, Sony. More specific, the PlayStation 3. Final Fantasy 13-2. Kay actually bought this a few days ago. Me and her are both big fans of the first 13. The second one doesn't seem too appealing to us, but we picked it up to add it to our Final Fantasy collection and overall video game collection. And I played the demo. The graphics were gorgeous. The gameplay was solid, but I don't know, it just doesn't seem as appealing as the first one was to me, but I'll give it a shot, see how it turns out. Ni no Kuni. Sorry for being weird. Anyways, Ni no Kuni. Wrath of the White Witch? Yeah, Wrath of the White Witch. Many of you probably don't know this game, but the few of you that do, it's a pretty solid game. The graphics they're kind of kiddish looking, if you will. Kiddish, if that's the word. Childish? I don't know. Whatever, they're good. They're good graphics. They're actually beautiful. I like the way they look. The gameplay seems solid. It seems like your traditional RPG for the most part, JRPG that is. But it doesn't seem to be boring. It keeps you in there because the cutscenes are like, you know, real-time anime cutscenes. I don't know what you would call that. But overall, it looks like a good game. And that was it for the PS3. I know that was short. We haven't really gotten many games for it, but I'm looking forward to get Twisted Metal. I'm actually looking for the one that comes with the Twisted Metal Black DLC on it, so hopefully I could get my hands on that. But other than that, that's it for PS3. For now. Let's move on with some handhelds. You guys already know we got a Wii console last month, and actually a couple months ago, me and Kay got 3DS XLs. I just got a blue one, you know, blue 3DS XL. It's cool, I like it. You know, I've downloaded, let me see, is it Mario World 2? I forgot what it's called. I forget what it's called right now. I don't know why. I love that game. I have a brain fart, I guess. But it's the 6 golden coins. It's like one of my favorite games of my childhood, so I had to download it from the eShop. And I also got Wario World 2, another game I loved from my childhood, so I also downloaded that. But yeah, we got this on sale at Target for about $170, if I remember correctly. So that's a pretty damn good deal. Kay ended up getting the Pikachu limited edition 3DS XL, and she got for $170 also, and at Target. So that was a really good deal. There's only 3 of these like at each store that they distributed them to. So she was the first in line, and she was lucky to get one because there was actually quite a few people there waiting for this, and many people left disappointed. So she got lucky with this one. Alright, we're gonna wrap this video up. I know it's my first video, so bear with me. I know it wasn't all that great, but I just want to give you guys a video about Save Point Gaming so you can see who we are, see who's behind the page and whatnot. And this may feel a little rushed, but it's the least I can do right now. We'll make better videos in the future. Promise. We'll be wrapping this video up with some Game Boy games and Game Boy Advance. So, let's get going. Final Fantasy 1 and 2, Dawn of Souls. Yes, Dawn of Souls. And I got it for about $5 at the flea market, at the local flea market. So, I'm a huge fan of the Final Fantasy series. So I had to get this for my collection. I've played 1 on the PSP. I have yet to play 2, so I'll probably be playing 2 on this. Sword of Mana, whichever way you prefer to call it. I believe this was originally intended to be the original Final Fantasy sequel, but they changed it, if I'm not mistaken, and made it its own game. And I haven't played it yet, but it seems interesting. Picked it up at the flea market for $5, so can't beat it. And here's a pretty interesting one. It's actually Godzilla for the original Game Boy. That's just how Godzilla. The cover is very misleading, but it's a Game Boy game. What can you expect? What do you expect? And it's a really simple game. You climb up vines, punch out other monsters or kaiju, whichever one you prefer. And I mean, it's a decent game for its time. Don't get me wrong, but if most fans of Godzilla and whatnot, they don't like this game too much. If anything, they hate it for whatever reasons. But yeah, I got it for about $5, so had to add it to my video game collection and Godzilla collection. Well, that's it for this video. That's not all of the video games we gotten this year. That was just about half of them. I will be showing the other half on a part 2 of this video. That should be uploaded sometime maybe next week if I have free time. But yeah, that was part 1 of our recent video game pickups of this year so far. And hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you didn't get bored to death, because I know I would have. So yeah, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more videos in the future.